If you used to be the sharpest person in the room and now you're losing words mid sentence, walking into rooms and
Huh?
forgetting why, you're not losing your mind. But the way you've been describing this to your doctor, it's been working against you. One of these replacements is the exact phrase that finally got me taken seriously after 15 years of being dismissed. I'm giving it to you today. There are 6 phrases that get you sent home with try sleeping more, and 6 replacements that change everything. Hi, I'm Julie. I'm a registered nurse with over 30 years of experience. And for more than 20 of those years, I've lived with brain fog so thick I couldn't finish a sentence without losing the thread. I understand bodies, I understand symptoms, and I still couldn't get a single doctor to take me seriously. Here's what I finally figured out. The problem wasn't what was happening in my body, it was the words I was using to describe it to my doctor. If you're new here, hit subscribe. This channel is for women over 40 with autoimmune symptoms who are done being sent home with nothing. Phrase number 1, I'm just really tired. Here's the problem with tired. The moment you say it, your doctor's brain goes straight to sleep hygiene, stress, and maybe basic thyroid check. And that's the end of the conversation. Tired is so vague, it gives them nowhere to go. And nowhere to go means nowhere to look. Say this instead. I have cognitive fatigue. After I try to think, read, or hold a conversation, I feel mentally wiped out in a way that sleep just doesn't fit. Cognitive fatigue is a documented clinical finding. It points directly towards neuroinflammation, mitochondrial dysfunction, and immune dysregulation. The exact territory worth investigating. When I finally stopped saying tired and described my brain wading through wet cement, the conversation changed immediately. Phrase number 2, I'm just a little forgetful lately. Forgetfulness lands as stress or aging to most conventional providers. It doesn't raise a red flag. It doesn't open a chart note. But what you're actually experiencing isn't forgetting where you put your key. It's losing your train of thought mid-sentence, reading the same paragraph 3 times and retaining nothing, reaching for a word you've used 1,000 times and it's just gone. That isn't forgetfulness. That's a processing breakdown in your brain. Say this instead. I'm having trouble with word retrieval, short-term memory, and mental processing speed. And it's affecting my ability to function at work and also at home. Function is the key word. Research on chronic fatigue and autoimmune cognitive dysfunction consistently shows that functional impact language triggers more thorough workups. Don't leave that word on the table. Just a quick pause here because this connects directly to something I want to share with you. One of the biggest root causes of brain fog that almost never gets addressed in a conventional doctor's appointment is nervous system dysregulation. When your body is locked in chronic stress mode, your brain can't clear itself the way it's supposed to. That's not a mindset problem. That's hard physiology. One of the tools that I personally use to pull my nervous system out of that state is the Apollo Neuro wearable. It sends low frequency vibrations called Apollo vibes that signal your parasympathetic nervous system to come back online so that you can rest and de-stress. Less mental chatter, better focus, faster stress recovery. And the one that really got me was significantly better sleep, because better sleep is better cognition, full stop. If you're interested, the link is in the description. Okay, back to the phrases. This is the one I hear from women constantly. Phrase number 3, I feel like I'm in a fog. I know, I said this one too for years. Here's what most women don't realize. Brain fog is not a recognized clinical term. In conventional medicine, it doesn't exist as a diagnosis. When you say it, some providers hear, I'm a little distracted, and they just move on. So you need a language that forces a chart note, and this does it. Say this instead. I'm experiencing cognitive dysfunction, difficulty concentrating, mental clarity issues, and delayed mental response that is not explained by my current diagnoses or medications. Not explained by is the power move. It tells your provider there's an open loop they haven't closed. Open loops demand a follow-up. Cognitive dysfunction versus brain fog in a clinical chart, completely different weight. Use the one that gets you taken seriously. Phrase number 4, my memory isn't great. Memory complaints in women over 40 get reflexively filed under perimenopause. And yes, hormones do affect cognition, but for a woman with autoimmune conditions, that's rarely the whole story. And perimenopause should never be the period at the end of that sentence. If you let them stop there, they will. Say this instead. I'm experiencing memory impairment that goes beyond what I'd expect from hormonal changes alone, specifically short-term memory loss, difficulty retaining new information, and cognitive slowdowns that are affecting my daily life. I'd like to explore whether there's an inflammatory or an autoimmune component to this. Beyond what I'd expect, signals that you've already ruled out the easy answer. It closes the perimenopause exit before they can take it. You're allowed to bring that into the room. Phrase number 5, I feel like something is off with my brain. Your provider has 12 minutes with you. Something feels off gives them nothing to document, nothing to code, and nothing to act on. Vague complaints get vague responses. Specific language gets you specific workups. Say this instead. I'm concerned about neuroinflammation or an autoimmune process affecting my central nervous system. I'd like to discuss whether inflammatory markers, a full thyroid panel, including reverse T3 or other relevant labs, are warranted. Yes, write that down and bring it in. I've also created a guide for you to help you track your symptoms and customize it for you in order for you to bring it into your next appointment to help you with this, so you don't have to memorize it. You are 100% allowed to do this. Functional medicine research directly links elevated inflammatory cytokines, intestinal permeability, and thyroid dysfunction to cognitive symptoms. Asking for those markers by name tells your provider this conversation isn't ending without a next step. But the next phrase, this is the one most women never think to say, and it's the one that finally got me heard. Before the last phrase, grab the free doctor appointment prep guide in the description below. It has all 6 replacement phrases laid out in one place, with space to customize each one to your specific symptoms before you walk in. Print it, fill it in, bring it in with you, because you should never have to blank under pressure in that exam room ever again. The link is in the description. Phrase number 6, the one that changed everything for me. I've just been really stressed. I need you to hear me on this one. We say this because we've been conditioned to believe that explaining our symptoms away makes us seem more credible, less dramatic, easier to take seriously. So we hand our doctors the out before they even ask for one. Stop doing that. Say this instead. I want to be clear that I'm not attributing these cognitive symptoms to stress alone. I'm asking that we rule out underlying inflammatory, autoimmune, or thyroid related causes before we settle on a stress based explanation. You are not a hypochondriac. You are a self advocate. Those are not the same thing. I handed doctors the stress explanation for years. It kept me sick longer than I needed to be. The moment I stopped offering them an easy exit, everything shifted. That's the phrase. That's the one. Here's your one action item. Download the doctor appointment prep guide in the link in the description. Print it and fill it in before your next appointment. All 6 phrases customized to you in your hand when you walk into that appointment. Because a doctor who still dismisses you after you show up that prepared, that's data. That tells you it's time to find a root cause provider. Before you go, which one of these phrases have you been using without realizing it was costing you? Drop it in the comments below. If this video has helped you, give it a like. It gets this in front of more women who truly need it. And share it with a woman in your life who keeps leaving that exam room with no answers. She really needs to hear this. Remember, your body is not broken, it's burdened. And when you understand those burdens, you can finally begin supporting your body in a way that it's needed all along. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and take care of yourself because you deserve to feel better. And remember, we're all in this together. I'll see you in the next one.